I have traveled to my 30th country. These are the 30 countries that I've been to. Before deconstructing religion, I went on 2 mission trips to Mexico, and then I went to Mexico a 3rd time on my honeymoon to Cozumel. I also went to Jamaica on my honeymoon. This is Dunn's River Falls. It was so cool. This is me in the Cayman Islands, though the Cayman Islands is technically not a country. I think it's a French territory. My first long trip overseas was when I studied in Ecuador for 1 month when I was getting my bachelor's in Spanish education. This is only one picture, but it is stunning. Like the nature, the food, everything is just incredibly beautiful. Like I've got to go back to South America. And then I didn't travel again until 2014. I went to Saudi Arabia to teach English for 3 years. It was only supposed to be 1 year, but the money was so good and the healthcare was good and they pretty much pay for everything. So it was hard to leave. So during that time, I paid off all of my student loan debt. I made a ton of friends, and since we had so much vacation time, I got to travel all over the Middle East. So here are the countries I visited during my stay in Saudi Arabia between 2014 and 2017. I celebrated my 30th birthday in Oman. I don't have outdoor pictures, but I thought this was really pretty. I visited Kuwait, and most people don't go to Kuwait to travel, but I just wanted to see it, and these famous towers are there. I also saw Qatar. Again, it's not one a lot of people tend to go to. It's just kind of a rich person destination, but it was nice and there was a lot of good food. I had a very long layover in Turkey, and Turkey is amazing. I think I could live there, and I definitely want to go back. My favorite country that I've visited so far has been Jordan. Jordan, this is Petra. Jordan is beautiful and amazing. I also went to Egypt. I think it was 2016 that I went to Egypt and I got to see the pyramids. And Lebanon. Lebanon is another country that I absolutely must return to. It's like my favorite food. Everyone was so fun and chill, and like there are so many different sights to see. I went on kind of a bougie trip to the Maldives, which is like this island nation. It was fun. If I'm gonna travel, I'd rather see like historic sites, but I've got nothing against lounging on a beach either. I also went on a cruise to 3 Asian countries during one of my vacations. I'm not a big fan of cruises personally, but they are a good way to see multiple countries. So I got to see Singapore, which is beautiful. I went to Malaysia, where we got to see a bunch of monkeys and go out on a boat ride and then see these famous towers. And we spent about 12 hours in Thailand. And if I was going to teach abroad again, I think Thailand would be a really good choice because it's a very comfortable living. Everything is super affordable, and they've got incredible health care. During one of my vacations while I was working in Saudi Arabia, I also went on a tour of Europe. I got to see Germany, which is beautiful. I believe this one is Austria. I get Austria and the Czech Republic mixed up. I took so many pictures and I got them all mixed up, but I'm pretty sure this one's Austria, or maybe this one's Austria and the other one was Czech Republic. Anyways, I got to see those 3 countries in Europe. I also spent 1 day in the Netherlands. It's hard for me this is not my picture, because I didn't take a single picture while I was there. I had a long layover, but I ended up getting sick and missed my flight and ended up staying there. So I didn't do much. I just kind of looked around and hung out. So it's kind of hard for me to include the Netherlands. During my stay in Saudi, me and 3 of my friends, other expats working in Saudi, spent 1 month in India. We went hiking in Kashmir, which is like kind of a rare thing to do because Kashmir doesn't frequently allow visitors. But we got to go, and then we got to tour a bunch of cities. We got to see the Taj Mahal. This is a picture I took, and the Taj Mahal is incredible. I forgot to mention the United Arab Emirates. I spent a couple days in Dubai during one of my Saudi vacations. Again, I don't care about money and extravagance. Like, this country exists solely to be rich, and so it was fun, but it's not really what I look for in travel. I also forgot to mention Bahrain. Where I was living in Saudi Arabia, it was about a 15-minute drive from Bahrain, and alcohol is legal here. So on the weekends, we would just drive over and party. So I think Bahrain is stamped in my passport more than any other country. So then I came home from Saudi in 2017 and I didn't travel again until 2019. And I went to Russia, like this was right before the pandemic and the whole shit show. So some friends and I went to Russia, and Russia is beautiful. The food was delicious. And then I toured the 5 stands. We went to Kazakhstan, and it's very chill, very Western friendly. Kyrgyzstan, which we climbed a mountain there, and it was just stunning, just beautiful, beautiful country. Tajikistan, where they've got the Tunnel of Death. This is like a 50-mile tunnel. I almost had a panic attack while we were driving through it because I was just like, we're gonna die inside of here. Turkmenistan has the gates of hell. It is amazing. It's a big crater in the ground that's been on fire since like the 70s. I think the Soviet Union caught it on fire and didn't realize that it would stay on fire. Turkmenistan's actually kind of hard to visit. You have to get a visa, and then you're not allowed to leave the side of your tour guide. So they show you around. So I'm glad I got to see it. And Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan had really good food, and all of the architecture made me think of the movie Aladdin. And now I'm on my 30th country. I am in China right now, and I am loving it. It's beautiful, it's very peaceful, the food is delicious, and the people are so kind and so welcoming.